Hey, what is up, people? This is Johnny, and today we're going to explain happiness in Pokemon. So we're going to start off with raising the happiness in a Pokemon, and these are some steps that you can do in order to raise the happiness. So you have to walk 256 steps with the Pokemon active in your party. Give the Pokemon vitamins, HP up, protein, iron, calcium. They give you a lot of raising up in happiness. The another thing is that you have to use your Pokemon in very important battles. So for example, gyms or Elite Four will raise the happiness of your Pokemon. Another very important one is leveling up the Pokemon. As you're leveling up the Pokemon, this will raise the happiness of your Pokemon to really a pretty high happiness rate in your Pokemon. Another thing you want to do is massage your Pokemon. In several different games, there are different areas where you can massage your Pokemon. For example, in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you can massage your Pokemon in Mauville City. When you go to the reflexology lady, she'll massage any Pokemon in your party as the first one, I believe, in your team, and she will massage this. This will help your Pokemon get a massage, and it will raise the happiness of your Pokemon. And one of the final ones is actually catching a Pokemon with a Luxury Ball. So make sure to capture him with Luxury Ball, and you might actually raise the happiness of that Pokemon. Now, there are different ways that Pokemons decrease in happiness actually. If you faint in battles constantly, your Pokemon will definitely increase in its happiness. Another thing is using herbs, powders, heal powders, revival powders. All of this will make your Pokemon decrease in its happiness. Also, trading a Pokemon will actually reset all of the happiness of your Pokemon to its base happiness, whatever that is. So don't do that, or else this will decrease your happiness in Pokemon. Giving your Pokemon a Soothe Bell will actually help it rise up its happiness. So if you've managed to find a Soothe Bell in the game or in any Pokemon game, make sure to attach it to one of your Pokemon in your party, and it will actually help you raise the happiness of that Pokemon. So the next thing I want to talk about is the rating and happiness of your Pokemon. So your Pokemon actually do have a rating and values. For example, 250 through 0 is a rating of what your Pokemon could be, its happiness level. So for example, in Verderdorf Town, there's a lady that you can check your happiness with that Pokemon. She'll check your happiness of your Pokemon. And then several different games that have other locations as well. So let me start off by reading the first happiness that might have this level. It's extremely friendly toward you. It could possibly love you more. It's a pleasure to see. That has a 250 plus value in happiness. It seems to be very happy. It's obviously friendly toward you. It has a 200 and 249 level of happiness. It's quite friendly toward you. It seems it wants to be babied a little. That may have a 150 and 199 level of happiness. It's getting used to you. It seems to believe in you. That has a 100 and 149 level of happiness. It's not very used to you yet. It neither loves you nor hates you. That's around 50 and 89 level of happiness. It is very worried. It has a scary look in its eye. It doesn't like you much at all. That has a 1 and a 49 level of happiness. And then this is the worst one you could possibly get. This is a little hard for me to say, but your Pokemon simply detests you. It doesn't make you uncomfortable. Doesn't that make you uncomfortable? That's a 0 level of on the happiness. So your Pokemon, if you go to this lady, she'll tell you how much you can have a level, what level your Pokemon is happy in and what it's not happy in. And that's in several different games as well that you can check it. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is that also doing several activities such as the Poke-Ami and the new features, playing with your Pokemon and stuff like that may increase the happiness of your Pokemon. There's several different ways that, other ways that it may increase it as well. Also, for example, in the new Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, competing in the contest will allow you to increase the happiness in your Pokemon because you're doing activities with each different Pokemon. It's earning ribbons and stuff. And I would assume that the Pokeblocks it eats as well may actually enjoy the Pokemon increasing in its happiness. All this stuff may affect the happiness. Now, there are several different Pokemon that actually have their own base level of happiness. For example, you may capture a Pokemon with a level 50 happiness, or you may capture a Pokemon with extreme happiness like 200. Now, another one I want to mention is that some only increase their happiness during the daytime. For example, if your Railu evolves into a Lucario, it's going to increase only in happiness a lot during the daytime. So there's different Pokemon that have different methods of increasing your happiness. And that's pretty much it. I wanted to talk about the basics of happiness in Pokemon. So yeah, thanks for watching.